This is the Cavalry Portfolio Services video. Hi, I'm Consumer Protection Attorney Bill Clanton, and I've helped hundreds of people deal with debt collection lawsuits, debt collection harassment, inaccurate credit reporting, and all kinds of other consumer-related problems. Cavalry Portfolio Services is a third-party debt collector, and they are a legitimate company. They have a bond on file in the state of Texas. They were established in 2002, so they've been around for almost 20 years now. They're based in Valhalla, New York. They also have offices in Phoenix, Arizona, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and St. Paul, Minnesota. Now, they are one of the largest debt buyers in the United States. They buy their accounts for pennies on the dollar. If you owe $1,000, they may have paid $100 for your account. They buy debt dirt cheap and then collect the full amount that you allegedly owe. They are a prolific filer of cases. They file hundreds of cases across the state of Texas every week. And it's no surprise they've been sued and countersued tons of times. With the Better Business Bureau, they have 298 complaints. With the CFPB, they have 1,950 or more complaints, and they've been sued in federal court over 1,300 times. That doesn't count counterclaims in lawsuits they file and lawsuits filed against them in state court. These guys are heavy players, and they're a big bad actor in debt collection. Now, how do they break the law? Well, by collecting debt, sending letters, and making phone calls. And in those letters and phone calls, if they use profanity or obscenities, they violate the law. If they disclose your debt to a third party, they break the law. If they make misrepresentations about the debt, they break the law. If they misrepresent the amount of the debt, the character of the debt, or the legal status of the debt, they break the law. You get the idea. Look, if they fail to report a disputed debt as disputed on your credit report, guess what? They break the law. Now, when Cavalry begins to collect a debt, when they make their initial communication with you, within 5 days of, or as part of that initial communication, they have to give you a notice. It's known as the G notice. It's contained in the law at 15 United States Code 1692G. This G notice has to tell you the amount of the debt, who the debt is owed to, and has to give you disclosures about your ability to find out who the debt was originally owed to, about your ability to dispute the debt and request verification of the debt. If they give you this information in a misleading fashion or in an untruthful fashion, then you may have a claim against them for being dishonest or misleading. Now, Cavalry is a type of outfit that sends a number of letters before they file a lawsuit. If they send you letters, hold on to those letters, because there's certain language that's required to be in those letters, and there's certain things they can't say that sometimes in those letters. Those letters could be the basis of a lawsuit or a violation of the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. Being one of the biggest debt collectors, they send out a ton of letters. And they've been sued for their letter violations. Other violations, other laws that they may violate, are the Telephone Consumer Protection Act. The TCPA was designed to protect people from unwanted auto-dialed calls to their cell phones. If you're being called with an auto-dialer and you tell them to stop, they have to stop. If they don't have your permission, they can't even call you in the first place. If they do break the law, it's $500 per call. If you can show that knowingly or willfully, it's $1,500 per call. An auto-dialer can place thousands and thousands of calls a day. The penalties for this type of calling add up quickly. The other law that Cavalry breaks is the Fair Credit Reporting Act. The FCRA was designed to make sure that companies who report information to the credit reporting agencies do it truthfully and completely. If Cavalry is reporting inaccurate information about you, destroying your reputation because of their credit reporting, you need to dispute it. If after you dispute it, they haven't corrected it, then you may have a case under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, not only against Cavalry, but also against Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, the big three credit reporting agencies. Look, Cavalry will show up on your credit report as Cavalry SPV 1, 2, or 3, II, or III, LLC. Just look for them on your credit report. And if what they're reporting is not true, doesn't belong to you, or doesn't agree with collection letters that you've received or the amount printed in a lawsuit against you, then they have violated the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, and possibly other state laws. Look, Cavalry will get on your back and won't get off. If you want some help getting Cavalry off your back, if you're ready to turn the tables on them, give me a call. I want to use these powerful federal laws to fight Cavalry on your behalf, but I can't do it until you call me. The number here is 210-226-0800. I look forward to hearing from you, and thanks for watching this video.